Shelley and Fraser Price as expected out quickly. Natasha Morrison trying to chase Shelley and Fraser Price away and clear. Look at that. 10.64 for Shelley and Fraser Price.
Ladies and G's, boys and G's, it's the forbidden son of athletics, KaraboJ, with another episode of the TRACKINSIDER ZA. I am not alone, I'm with.
He is with me. I am Thapelo _ Mhlanga. Why am I saying underscore? I am Thapelo Mhlanga, aka Thappies, the one and only. So here, man, we here for another episode.
Romeo.
So, hashtag Romeo, hashtag Thappies. There's literally a lot of names, actually.
Yeah, this is episode number 12. What happened was we sent out a poll last week. We said there was two options, A or B. A, the question was, do you want to know how athletics or how your diet affects your athletic performance?
Yeah.
And then the second one, which was B, was how much do athletes earn and how?
Yeah.
And with you, I think with me, most people chose A.
Choose A. Yeah, a lot of people did actually choose A. I think A, a lot of people want to know A because, you know, they want to know also how they could start changing their diet plans, changing how they eat and how they could lose or gain weight to do different stuff. So I think a lot of people really...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay,
no,
a lot of people really do want to know about that. So yeah, and today we're gonna share as much information about that as what we know actually, or what we know best with our knowledge. So yeah,
what respect.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we have for today's episode actually.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna be telling you about both. Like we're gonna give you best of both worlds so that you can have like a clue and a glimpse of like what's going on with both, you know.
And now what I saw with me, Joe, it was more of athletes.
Yeah.
Proper athletes, track and field athletes, wanted to know more of how athletes earn and how much.
Yeah.
Than their diet plan, because I think most athletes visit nutritionists or dieticians, whatever the case may be. But before we get to that, we this is what we do. We try to cover maybe the week, the news, the headlines, what's been happening this week.
Yeah.
And then we will get to that.
Yeah.
This week, this is it.
So literally, you are forced to watch.
It's written on a book because this thing is acting up on me. So I had to write on a book, and with pencil, to imagine.
You went through a lot, but okay.
There's a kid, Aaron Knighton, who broke the World Athletics under 18 world best.
But then, you know, actually,
which is the world record for the 200 meters. I mean, that kid, but he's 17. He ran at 20.11.
There's so many people that are performing right now.
Yeah.
Like in a short space of time, we went from people who were just literally going into their season, and right now they perform. And right now they're performing. And as people are performing like that, a lot of young athletes are also peaking right now. They've reached stages where they're peaking and where they're going into different gears. So people are shushing for the Olympics.
But do you think at this young age, it's... Man, I mean, he's 17. He doesn't look 17. He's tall. But life is also tall.
Yeah, you never look your age when you're performing those times, eh?
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy, it's beautiful. Well done to him. I think we haven't seen much from him. We haven't seen much from Aaron Knighton. Maybe the people that know him have.
Yeah.
We haven't. You can come here if you want to. But anyways, on to the next thing.
Yeah, I want to know.
Hugh Zango jumped a 17.67 in the triple jump, which is a world lead and a new national record for Burkina Faso. Hugh Zango is the guy that got close. Did he get close or did he break it? The world indoor record
with the triple jump?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
He's on another level.
I'm
this
definitely
season.
not sure.
He's exciting. I think we saw it indoors. He's transferring it to outdoors.
Yeah,
he is
being able to bring the energy and the performance level from indoor going into outdoor. It's a hard thing, you know.
Olympic, without Christian Taylor, he's a contender for me.
Yes, because Christian Taylor's now out. Yeah, unfortunately, Christian Taylor's not.
This Will Clay.
He's not in the he's not in the looks anymore. So there's definitely, I would say, there's a spot that opened for the medals at the Olympics. There's definitely a spot that opened up.
He was gonna medal anyway.
Yeah.
I think now it's more of a battle between him and Will Clay.
Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't seen the other guys.
Yeah. The season is still early. There's still more than 40-something days to go before
Yeah,
we literally,
actually last
before
week,
we
it was
actually-
50 days to
It
go.
was 50 days to
50
go,
days
like a
ago,
few
yeah.
days ago. So
Yeah.
we literally sitting on around about 40 something days to go before we hit Olympics. I'm actually excited. Like I'm excited. I haven't watched. The last time I watched athletics was actually 2 days ago. I think it was Friday night.
Friday night.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
And
before I
other
get lost.
news, Francine Yonsaba, remember she's part of the group that was stopped, or maybe you could say suspended from running
Oh yeah, with the
because
aura,
of because of the
everything that was found out.
What is
yeah.
it? I'm looking for the right term. The
Because of the what? The banned substances.
not the banned substances. No, she wasn't because of the banned substances. The cast that the Francine Saba, Margaret Wambui, the new rules. Yeah, the rule that says when you have this much testosterone levels.
Oh yeah, that you can't be competing.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's coming back. She also switched to the 5,000. She ran a 14:54, which is an Olympic.
So actually,
qualifier.
they are. It is more than
one.
one person that's
Yeah.
being like
Affected.
man. But I ain't like this thing high sharp man. It's not right because I feel like man, but they're attacking women like for real, legit. Like
Some
how-
would say that
how
even they're
can you-
taking African women.
Yeah, because how can you go through that? You didn't control how you were
Yeah.
born. You didn't have a part or a role in how you were born. But you know what? It is litty. It is okay.
We had an episode about this. I think we can also have a specific episode. I'm talking like specific episode about this
that.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can throw in our opinions. We can have a woman. We are inviting people
Well,
to the
to
show.
come and
Sometimes they
actually
don't.
talk, yeah.
we it's open. You can also comment down your opinion, whatever it is. So Francine Yonsaba switched to the 5K, qualified for the Olympics. Boom. You can't stop women. You can't stop
And women,
African
and
women.
actually, women right now are competing the craziest in athletics.
Yeah.
This is, I think for
That's
the past,
cool. I think
for the,
you saw-
yeah,
you
no,
saw
no,
what-
yeah, that
yeah.
reminded me. That
Yeah.
reminded me of what I want to say. So I think for the past 2-3 weeks, I've been watching athletics, and I've been reflecting back on who's been performing, and I think for me, there are performances coming from the chains, yes, but I've been very, very, very happy with the performances coming from the female side.
ladies are doing something else.
The ladies are, they're performing on a world class
They're doing
level.
something else, yeah.
They just breaking their barriers. One thing is, I think they really do know now that there's so much they can do, so much they can push, and there's still so much time before they have Olympics, and they're gonna prove to us and show us that there's actually a lot that they can do
They're
before
more
we
powerful,
get there.
yeah.
They are definitely.
And we're going to our next. This is the athletics headline. I think
It is
actually
for-
I'm gonna
for
include,
everything.
I'm gonna include this race in the intro video because it deserves it, dude.
Yeah, the way she ran it,
10.63.
the way she ran it, and
Bye.
and remember,
Pocket rocket. Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
she kind of what does she call herself? Does she say the
Pocket rocket.
No, not the pocket rocket. Is it the mama queen?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Pocket rocket.
Man, it's a pocket rocket, man. There's another one.
Pocket
It's
rocket.
the female queen or the mother of what? But anyways, she's the mother of sprinting. She is Shirley Ann Amaracho.
She's everything, Joe.
Shirley Ann Acho. She ran a 10.63.
that's classic.
And I'm gonna put Matila against Richardson.
Nah,
Yeah,
she was
she
really.
was-
That was.
wasn't
I
there.
think
She
that was
wasn't
in
there.
Jamaica.
Really? Oh, okay, that wasn't just.
Yeah.
Mara,
She
you
wasn't there. But yeah, she was. That was
that was a very, very beautiful.
the second
race,
place. The woman that placed second, she ran a good race.
actually. Yeah.
But did you see everyone else? No, like
It is Shelly
10
Ann,
to 20
her-
meters, I think 10 meters.
It has Shelly Ann number 2 than the rest. But then you know what the thing is? I think it's the same as saying, let's say Akani is competing on a 9.8 level, 9 low level, and
okay.
everyone else is running 10.1. It's gonna look,
No, not really.
and if it happens in South Africa, it's gonna look like this nigga just ran at 9.8. Everybody else ran 10.1, 10.2. So
Okay.
it is gonna be.
Possible.
It is gonna be.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fair gap. It's gonna be a big gap.
I think what Bolt also did, the time when he ran a 9.69.
Yeah.
When he turned his
Oh yeah, when he turned
That
back
was
and
a
he
huge
looked and he
gap.
opened and he celebrated.
There was
You
a huge
understand?
gap. Yeah, but anyways, let's not take away this shit. I just did that. The fastest woman alive, 10.63.
Yeah.
This is the second fastest time
Ever
ever in the
Ever.
100 meters.
by any female. So
Yeah.
that is
This is the fastest time in the women's 100 meters in 33 years.
And the last time was by the one and only. I don't want to say anything, but okay, cool. Let's continue. You're talking about Shelly, and now Shelly has time to shine.
I want to mention the world record, which is a 10.49 by Flojo.
Flojo, yeah.
Obviously, Florence Griffith.
Isn't it 53 or 52?
Nah,
it's a 49.
10.49. With a 10.63
oh my gosh.
being the second fastest time, Shakiri Richardson teasing that 10.7 barrier.
Yeah.
I think she's young. She
can definitely go that distance.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about it also, when you look back, look at how long Shirley Ann has been there and her consistency in the sport.
Man,
and her only running 60. And do you understand? She ran 10.63. That she was performing, she got pregnant, she gave birth,
came back.
She came back
Yeah.
and she ran at 10.63. That just shows, the hard work that she puts in, everything that she does. That shows how strong women are.
Performance is temporary, class is permanent.
It's forever. So the fact that she's able to do that, even come back and even perform better than what she did before she left.
Now, imagine before. Someone would have hanged the spikes.
Yeah, because
immediately when they got pregnant.
No,
someone would have done that.
Some people say, do,
I'm pregnant now. That means, okay. Some people maybe take those decisions like, okay, I feel like now I should start a family, focus on my family. I'm done, But she came back, and a lot of women do come back.
Yeah, they do.
And I think
there's the Baba that came back.
This is so amazing.
Alex and Felix.
This is so amazing because now it tells women that, listen, you can give birth, can have a baby, come back
and still do a lot.
And they are at the age of 34.
And there are still women who locally who have done that, and they have come back and they have done so well in South African athletics that they are competing on a level on top, and that is, for me, for those women and ladies that are doing that out there, that is incredible, that is amazing. And guys, don't see us sitting here, we are getting cold.
No, it's cold, but
it's bonding. It's what we gotta do. But we here,
The last one, age. I saw something with Dragonfield News.
Yeah.
We could be recording this episode and somebody could be doing something crazy.
Yeah, literally
and then
right now.
We'd see it after, immediately after. It happened last week. I think it
yeah.
happened last week. Somebody did something, and immediately after I was recording, I was like, come on, dude, why did you do it before? Why didn't you do it before?
It happened after the show,
Trevin Brummel ran a 9.77 in the 100 meters, a world lead, a PB for him. He broke the 9.8 barrier. Automatic
qualifier.
Not even qualifier, automatic favorite for the gold.
For the gold.
Without Christian Coleman, I think I'm thinking, looking at athletics and looking how I analyze it, there's no one who's gonna get close to what he will do in terms of his progress. If dude, this guy ran indoors crazy, going into outdoors, he has a very good start.
Yeah. He has a very good start. Powerful There's
start.
So much everything, technique, everything.
So now if he applies himself and he executes correctly that last 60 meters, there's no one that's going to get close to that guy. It's the same as Coleman. If Coleman gets a good start, there's no one that gets close to him.
It's quite hard to start closing the gap against him. It's possible. We've seen it happen.
Justin Gatlin is there. Under the grass.
Justin Gatlin is there under the grass. There's so much. But then you should look at the way that they're performing right now. Fred Curley beat a line where Justin Gatlin was there. So Fred Curley beat them with a 9.96. And I will never ever say because you're not running those fast times.
That's.
I didn't say this time.
Yeah.
Get a Fred Curley. Fred Curley obviously Justin Gatlin with a 9.96.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's a 400-meter athlete.
So what I'm saying is, I don't want to count the 100-meter guys, but then there are some guys right now who are competing completely on a different level as what the other guys are doing, and it's just
it's amazing.
Shoo out there, guys. It's
amazing. It's amazing. That's just about it. Those are the big news I got
this week.
Thank you to I think I don't mention this to all my sources. I think it's Track Center, Trackstar, World Athletics, Flow Track,
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them actually that are out there on social media that help us with finding information. And it's actually crazy. We do make research for our episodes, but it's not the craziest research. I think research that we do is we watch the meetings. And then from there, we analyze with our knowledge, and we come and we sit, and then, we talk. So I think that's the best thing about the episodes, is that it's not something we read, or it's something that we go crazy about. It's something that, we just take that information and we come and tell it to the people. So,
we bring it to the people. Now, as you said at the start of the episode, the question that won.
Yeah.
Or rather, the episode that won.
Not the episode, the poll that won.
The episode that won. Remember, we are going to shoot the episode next week about how athletes, how much
money.
Athletes in.
Okay, cool. So,
it was about which one do we record first. And this one won. Let's get this clear. Me and you are not dietitians.
We are not. My gosh. I wanted to say that at the beginning.
We don't work with nutrition. We are not nutritional specialists or something like that.
Yeah.
So whatever we say is information that we also got somewhere.
Yeah, that we researched.
And we think it makes sense.
It makes sense. So. That's the one thing that I wanted to say, that I wanted to give out to people, is that what we are going to give out to you guys now is work we've done research on, so we do stand to be corrected. If you feel like we said something and that it isn't right,
a lot of opinions on this.
And it isn't right, please do correct us. Drop a comment, or if you do know us personally, please tell us, because there are people that really people that wanted to know about this. So you should know whatever we're gonna say, we stand to be corrected, and I'm gonna give the best info that I made research about. So
Well, what did you get?
Obviously I researched about the differences, in when you are training, when you're competing, all the kind of different stuff, the different foods, on how calories, protein, carbs, everything else works, starch, like everything else, how it can affect your training, and and how much of a difference it can make when you eat it, how you eat it, and stuff like that. So that is what I made research about. So basically, and also I felt bad because it made me feel like I wish we could have asked people what they wanted to know about that, but then we're just gonna tell what we researched. And if you feel like there is still more that you would want to know about a diet or about your health, please drop a question, either personally in my DMs or not in my DMs, man.
I think also
go WhatsApp or anywhere that where you actually saw the poll.
We will have such episodes do not need one episode
and then it's over. It's something
we need
that
a part 2. We need a part 3. We need a part 4.
We'll keep updating as time goes on.
So we will have that part 1. This is a part 1. We'll have a part 2. We'll have a part 3. We'll have a part 4. Let me start, because I just realized that you didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything. It's okay. It's because I'm under pressure. But start first, I'll come after.
With physical activity, your muscles demand movement is because of muscles, right? Muscles sort of demand energy from your body. So muscles need fuel. And what fuels the muscles is it's a common thing. I think everybody knows it. It's carbohydrates. So food that is possibly high in carbohydrates, or even properly measured in carbohydrates, fuel your muscles. I even wrote it. Where's that?
Even crazy.
This is it. Let me read it. I'm quoting it from a website. This is not me, but
your words.
I will explain it if it doesn't make sense. During digestion, all carbohydrates are broken down into sugar, which is glucose, right? And glucose is the body's primary energy source. What happens is then the glucose can be converted into glycogen, and that glycogen is then stored in the liver and muscle tissue. It can then be used as a key energy source during exercise to fuel exercising muscle tissue and other body systems. So what this means to me is, when you eat carbohydrates, food rich in carbohydrates, you obviously during digestion you turn it into glucose to glycogen to the muscle tissue, muscles. Therefore, when you move during physical activity, during your athletic training
activities,
whatever activities, therefore your muscles have that energy to perform that activity. So meaning, if you don't have a proper level of carbohydrates, you won't sort of have fuel for your muscles.
For your muscles.
Yeah.
And also, actually, in making that research about what he's talking about, I also saw that I was quite surprised when I saw this calories also actually play a role into your energy, into like your, should I say your energy system, the energy system in your body, also through like your, with your carbohydrates and stuff like that. So let's say when you exercise, right, having protein, there's all the different stuff. So I think what I want to go into and what a lot of people want to know is when you are an athlete and you don't want to gain weight, or you don't want to, you want to do a specific thing with your body, what to take, what not to take, when you take specific foods, what calories or what carbohydrates or what protein will help your body do.
So what you needed to do.
What you needed to do.
Yeah.
So on the research, like he says, the carbohydrates and the calories, surprisingly, when you do exercise, you lose a lot of calories. I think that's what people always check that. They always try to cut down their calories, saying that is also what would make you lose weight when you're planning on losing weight. But at the same time, the calories that you take in also play a role on the energy systems in your body, on how you will have energy when you work out, how you're going to perform and stuff like that. So it definitely does depend on what you're trying to do with your body. One thing, let's say for people who are trying to bulk and people who are trying to get better, bigger, buff, trying to tone their body, protein plays also a big role.
What I saw is protein is I read it. I didn't write it down because I thought I was like, you know what, I know this.
Protein. I see.
It's more of a. Let me not confirm and say something that I'm not sure of.
Yeah.
But I get you. I get what you're saying. And it's also important to note that bodies differ.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is highly advisable to see a dietitian or nutritionist to get to know what your body wants.
What it will take for you to be able to maintain it
and maybe going back to the start. There's different nutrients, there's different vitamins that serve a different purpose in the body. For instance, if remember when you are running, when you are physical or when you are doing some physical activity, you are doing something that hurts the body. You are doing something that strains your muscles.
Body.
So you need fuel to perform that. This is why the correct diet will lead you to performing at your optimum best or your best level. And I think it's best to also describe the types of foods which are high in carbohydrates or are carbohydrates, maybe food.
That's actually
it's maybe your oatmeal.
That's I think one thing I want to go into also, with the different foods that everybody eats, with the different foods being there, I think what people also want to know is how athletes eat. Let me explain how to make it straight on how the question was on the poll is how athletes actually eat. So I think as an athlete, obviously needing so much, as he says, your body, and as you work out, your body takes a lot of strain, and you do need a lot of protein that's going to go back into your body, a lot of calories, a lot of carbohydrates that will go back into your body so that it can replace the muscles and everything that you work. Let's say when you work out and you start to burn those, the food literally replaces those, and it makes your body be able to continue at such a high level. So as an athlete, basically, you take in a lot of protein actually, because I feel like working out burns so much protein, it burns so much muscle fiber. So having protein, it actually also helps people with the bulking up, for people who want to gain a lot of weight. Your regular having bananas, having your oats, eggs, peanut butter. A lot of people, you can also have like a protein shake. I think that will help you a lot in working out. Protein helps your body. It is what like replaces, you see all the muscles that get eaten up when you protein literally helps you with that, and you actually do get.
Yeah, you're actually right there with protein and muscle. Building a sort of muscle tissue.
Muscle tissue, yeah. Protein is what helps you with that.
Yeah. I wanted to say this. I don't want to miss this one before we close off the episode.
Yes.
The different foods, because I think people maybe should want to know the foods.
Yeah.
Your oats, your future lives, your fruits, greeny leaf vegetables.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of vegetables. Your low-fat rice, your low GI types of food, your whole wheat breads. Those are the type of foods that are fortified to have carbohydrates and protein at the same time. So you will find that a lot of maybe food will have those two
inside of
nutrients. Yeah, those two nutrients, because those are the important ones. Another one which is important is how people do it, how people can fix their diet. For instance, you can have your pre-training, your post-training, and what else? Maybe snacks in between.
Yeah.
For pre-training, what people usually do, I've heard this, it's a common thing, it's carbo loading.
Yeah, carbo loading.
People will eat like potatoes, food high in carbohydrates to get that energy. Maybe even drink your carbohydrate drink, your sports drinks, your pre-workout and stuff like that. Get that energy, perform at training. After training, there's also recovery. There's something I've taken for some time, and it has worked. This drink, it's a USAN, is what? Winner's Energy. It replaces the electrolytes, the phosphates I lose through sweat, and it also replaces some of the carbohydrates. So it's a recovery drink, and it basically what it does is, when I train, my body goes through a lot.
Yeah.
What it does is it replenishes those minerals, those vitamins, or those
whatever nutrients you have lost. So basically, what we are saying is, food, you put certain stuff into your body, and when you go into training, you use all the energy cells that you gather through your food to train, and after training you'll use food again to be able to replace them, so that you don't get injured, so that you don't have tissue breakdown, and so that your body so that your body can be able to take training. And also, one thing I want to say, these stuff like your starch, your bread, food that's heavy on your body, that is not food that will just easily be advisable for someone who's trying to lose weight, or someone who is trying to maintain a certain amount of weight. I think those also play such a big role, where you have the starch, when you are going into a certain should I say a certain period, which, let's say, if it's a certain of trying to lose weight, you do need to change your diet, and you do need to go into maybe a healthier diet. But then we would always advise that you see a dietitian or nutritionist about it, who can give you for your specific body, who's going to tell you, okay, you know what, since this is how your body is, eat this at this time. They will tell you, take a protein shake, don't take this, because that is what you will be aiming to do. So
and another thing is supplements. People use different supplements for different things,
stuff,
different times of the year. Good example is athletes. Athletes sometimes use pre-workout supplements to give them that boost,
the energy cells,
that energy
it takes
for the workout.
It takes
to perform well for the workout.
And
therefore, I think what it does is, maybe there's a balance between. Remember, when you have low energy, you put in.
Are we busy shooting? Where now? We'll talk.
Let's say, okay, pre-workout. I was thinking about pre-workout. You have low energies. You have low this. The training is like this high. You take your pre-workout drink or supplement,
and it helps you to. It takes
demand.
Those energy systems a little bit to a higher level, so that you can be able to perform on that level for that specific time, and then you come back down again.
But recovering is also as important as the pre-workout,
and stuff like that.
Because sometimes it's AJ, it's a lot. I'm not thinking about sleep, but sleep is not part of this.
No, sleep is a part of it, actually, because
how is it a part of it?
Let's talk about no. Sleep is a part of recovery. Recovery, let's say
we're not talking about recovery, we're talking about diet. Time is not on our side.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. If we're saying it like that, then we can
leave that
then
out.
we're leaving sleep out. But then, okay, what my brother is saying, what KaraboJ is saying is that let's say you take a pre-workout to bring you to a specific level. So what a shake will do afterwards is your body has taken strain on that specific level. So the shake just replaces all the energy systems that you burn.
Provides you with balance.
With balance, so that you do not get injured, so that your body can recover properly, so that the next day or the next time you go into training, you can be able to produce or try to produce to the same level that you did without getting hurt. And that's what pre-workouts do, and that's what like protein shakes or whatever shakes do afterwards, because there are different protein shakes. There's mass or is it mass bulk or what do they call it? Embolic mass. Those kind of shakes put a lot of protein in your body, and when you jump, your muscle grows, and there's just whey protein that doesn't make you grow as big as metabolic mass. There are so many different supplements that you can take out there to help you with different performances, help you with different energy systems.
Some people take different vitamins, minerals and herbs, but it is highly advised to see a dietitian about vitamins, because that's a tricky part. You might have some vitamin deficiency, which affect your performance. As an athlete, you might need to see a dietitian or a doctor
to be able to
prescribe
know
and
how
say,
to make it.
You need to take this, not to enhance your performance, but to level your
to make it
the
normal.
demands.
Let's say to just make your how do you put this? To put what at the average,
make your body to
be at the average, to be at the average of what is normal for everybody else. That's what a dietitian will be able to help you with and stuff like that. So that is definitely
ladies and G's. The lesson is, with what we've said, if you've not said enough, please do comment down below. If you're unclear about something, please do comment down below. But what's important is, if you lack some certain minerals, some certain vitamins, some certain nutrients,
foods,
it will therefore lead to weakness, muscle weakness. Muscle weakness, we know it leads to injuries, a lot of injuries. It leads to burnout. It leads to
so much different stuff.
For instance, example, water. It helps you with your performance, because it avoids dehydration. Dehydration is really important, and people don't drink water and exercise. It's really important to drink water as a person, as an athlete. So try to optimize your diet as well. Try to get it to terms with your energy demands. I think that's also a good example, because we don't have different. We have different demands from our different activities.
And I think it also depends on what activity and what sport you do. So you really also need to take care of that. And I think even if you're not into sports, I think different foods play different roles. So also you need to be careful with what you eat, because as an athlete you can eat too much of a specific thing, and then when you go to training, you feel some type of way. You don't have as much power.
Low high fat.
With high fat and with stuff like that, and then your body becomes heavier and you don't perform as much or as well as you're supposed to, because of the stuff that you have taken in. So you really need to be careful with what you eat, because there are specific foods that can not enhance but help you with your training and help your body to be normal, and there are some foods that will make training harder. Training will be heavier, more difficult. And
I think we've all faced that, those days you just part.
Like, it's like OJ, you can't
suffer.
You can't eat the chips. It's oil, it's got oil, it's starch, it's got so much starch, it's got so much stuff that can literally have an effect on your body, and you don't perform in such a high level because of that. Different bodies work in different ways. So we're not saying, hey, because if there are different people pizza.
And still
and pizza, remember, pizza is high in calories. Pizza is crazy high in calories. Who can eat that the night before and perform so well? And there are some people who can eat that and not perform well. So our bodies take stuff differently. Some people's bodies perform proper with a high amount of this, and some people with a high amount of that, and it all changes with us. So you also need to know what works for your body and what doesn't work for your body, so that you can be able to take care of that and try to, Work towards the future.
Let's wrap this up. There's a lot of debates when it comes to diet as well.
Yeah.
The vegan versus the non-vegan.
Yeah.
Whereas the vegans would say, I watch the Game Changers. I advise everyone to watch the Game Changers where this guy goes around talking to vegan people who have a vegan diet. They're just saying how that diet works better than these things of eating meat and whatnot.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it's different.
They say that the plant and the plant-based diet is good enough for good. It can replace anything.
Anything, yeah.
It's good enough. There's people who believe that no, actually meat or protein in that meat gives you this much.
This much, like chicken breast,
Exactly.
So
it's different strokes for different folks.
For different folks also. But those folks do make their research, and those folks do know what they have to take. What they have to take in for their body.
Yeah.
I personally know what I have to take in for my body, what works for my body. So
go on,
really, really do
expand your knowledge as well. I think I will link. I will put the link of the website where I got some of the information from. You can also go read for better understanding if you didn't understand as well.
Yeah.
You can also go out and read, go share with us. There's also a debate about water. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Tap water versus bottled water, and how bottled water sort of is better than tap water and how it affects your performance. It's a topic for another day. I think I'm seeing one person who said that to me. I'm seeing him on the 18th of June. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be very interesting to have a conversation with him. It's a surprise for you. And actually, it will be an episode, a Beyond Athletics episode. What happened last month is we were supposed to get someone. I said it on an episode which we did not have sound, so the episode did not air, and people don't know. With Beyond Athletics, we have one episode per month. So last month, the month of May, I was supposed to have someone. We couldn't
get that person.
Yeah, she just disappeared. And then June, it will be coming on. I'm going home on the 18th. That means we're recording on the 18th.
Yeah.
Definitely after the 18th, I'll put it out on any day, and then. Yeah, there will be more of Beyond Athletics, more the TRACKINSIDER ZA. This has been episode 12. Ladies and G's, boys and G's, it has been the forbidden son of athletics, KaraboJ, with another episode of the TRACKINSIDER ZA. I was not alone, I was with.
He was with. My name is Thapelo, aka Thappies, Mhlanga, aka Romeo. We are here. Thank you guys. We actually hope that you guys do.
Almost forgot.
We actually, before we get to Athlete of the Week, we already know who that is. Guys, Shelly Ann for that. Before I go into something else, actually for those who do want to know more, and for those who would like to, what should I say, who want to know more for themselves and actually do want to ask, you may ask. So you may ask in comments, or you may, text me or him. You may ask us, and with what we know, we can try to help and be like, okay, cool.
We will bring you the information.
We'll bring you best what we know with our knowledge. So we will definitely try to do that. So Athlete of the Week, Shelly Ann
Fraser Price.
I think that was obvious for everybody with a 1063. So that was it, man. And I'm hoping for a wonderful week for everybody.
Okay, today which will be yesterday for you guys, the FPK Games World Continental Tour. In Netherlands. There's some interesting athletes going to race.
Oh yeah, they are racing today. They are racing today.
Ladies and G's, that's it from us. Thank you. Goodbye.